Princess Charlotte doesn't hide what she feels, and Prince William supports her in everything. And in the dazzling but tightly controlled world of British royalty, that single line has become a powerful window into a dynamic that continues to captivate both the public and the press with its refreshing authenticity. At just 10 years old, Princess Charlotte of Wales is already emerging as one of the most captivating and expressive members of the royal family, unafraid to show her emotions, speak her truth, or stand firm in moments when the world is watching. With a sparkle in her eye and an unapologetic sense of self, Charlotte has repeatedly proven that she is not a passive figurehead to be molded by royal expectation, but a young girl boldly carving her path in the spotlight. And by her side, every step of the way, stands her father, Prince William, heir to the throne, but more importantly, a modern, emotionally intelligent father whose unwavering support for his daughter has sent a powerful message across royal generations. This story begins not in the gilded halls of Buckingham Palace but on balconies, public outings, state ceremonies, and school events, each moment where cameras flashed and Charlotte, without hesitation, responded with clarity, emotion, and startling awareness. From her iconic sassy wave during Queen Elizabeth II's Platinum Jubilee to her poised expressions at somber occasions such as the Queen's funeral, Charlotte's body language speaks louder than royal protocol ever could. She smiles when she means it. She scowls when she's displeased. She shushes her brothers, rolls her eyes at the press, and bows her head at times of solemnity, not because someone told her to, but because she understands and feels the moment. In a world that often demands silence and performance, her emotional honesty is nothing short of revolutionary. But what truly makes this story so compelling is not just Charlotte's expressiveness, but the visible, deliberate, and tender way Prince William responds to it. Whether he is seen crouching to speak to her at eye level, gently placing a reassuring hand on her back, or echoing her subtle gestures during engagements, William's bond with Charlotte is marked by respect, empathy, and the kind of emotional intelligence rarely seen in royal history. He's not demanding she conform. He's encouraging her to bloom. Where once royal children were expected to remain still, silent, and utterly polished from their earliest years, Charlotte's dynamic with her father is showing the world that authenticity is not only allowed, it is encouraged. Observers of royal tradition have long noted how different this generation is, and much of that credit falls to William and Catherine's parenting. But in the case of Charlotte, it's William's subtle decisions that are speaking volumes. He allows Charlotte to take the lead during certain events, lets her speak when others might shush her, and visibly watches over her not with the stern gaze of a future king enforcing royal tradition, but with the gentle eyes of a father who treasures his daughter's individuality. For example, during a recent Trooping the Color ceremony, Charlotte was seen making gestures toward her younger brother Prince Louis, guiding him with calm authority while William looked on, smiling with pride, not correcting her, not interjecting, but quietly approving her confidence and sense of responsibility. The media have been quick to capture these moments, but even beyond the headlines, body language experts and royal watchers are in awe of how much Charlotte is allowed to just be herself. This is not an accident. It's a parenting philosophy grounded in emotional safety and trust. William and Catherine, often described as modern royals with one foot firmly planted in tradition and the other in the present, have made it clear that their children will not be reared in cold castles of silence, but in homes where love, openness, and individuality are honored. Charlotte, in this context, is a beacon of what that upbringing looks like when it succeeds. In contrast to the tightly controlled childhoods of her predecessors, such as the late Queen Elizabeth II, or even her own grandmother, Princess Diana, Charlotte is being raised in a home where emotional intelligence is not only acknowledged but prioritized. And William, informed perhaps by both the trauma of his own early life and the heartbreaking loss of his mother, is determined not to pass on the cold detachment that plagued earlier royal generations. He's said to be incredibly involved in school activities, family dinners, and daily routines. He and Catherine are often seen picking up their children from school themselves, chatting with parents, mingling like any other family, and in those unguarded moments, we get further proof that Charlotte's confidence isn't just natural, it's nurtured. There's also a deeper psychological weight to this connection. Charlotte, often compared to Queen Elizabeth II and Princess Diana alike, is forging a unique royal archetype, one that is not bound by either stoic silence or emotional volatility. She is firm, kind, and quick-witted. She can command attention without demanding it. And that quiet power is being recognized and validated by the one person whose approval likely means the most, her father. William, who has often spoken of the emotional scars left by losing his mother at such a young age, appears determined to ensure that his daughter grows up feeling deeply seen, valued, and emotionally supported. It's hard to forget the striking image from Queen Elizabeth II's funeral, where Charlotte, dressed in all black, a horseshoe brooch pinned to her coat in tribute to her great-grandmother, stood beside her father, her face a portrait of restrained emotion. William, towering beside her, bent slightly at one point to whisper something into her ear. We never heard what he said, but the moment spoke volumes. It was a father anchoring his daughter, not through commands, but with connection. Charlotte nodded, stood taller, and carried on, not because she had to, but because she was ready. These moments build a deeper narrative about what the royal family is becoming under the influence of its younger generation. Charlotte and William are not just participants in this transformation, they are co-authors. Each time Charlotte is allowed to express herself freely, and each time William supports that freedom without hesitation, they're sending a message that the monarchy can evolve, and that authenticity has a place in royalty. It's a future where kings can be kind, and princesses can be bold. A future where emotional expression isn't weakness, but strength. And as viewers and citizens alike watch this relationship unfold, they are witnessing history being rewritten not in dramatic decrees or constitutional change, but in soft words, shared looks, and mutual understanding between a father and his daughter. As Charlotte grows, many wonder what role she will take on within the royal family. Will she be the quiet counselor, the spirited leader, or the unfiltered voice of the next generation? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain. Whatever path she walks, she will do so with the unwavering support of a father who believes in her. That support is her armor. Her confidence is her crown. And the love between them is the force that's reshaping what royalty means in the 21st century. So now we turn the spotlight to you. What do you think Princess Charlotte's expressive nature and Prince William's supportive parenting mean for the future of the monarchy? Will their bond redefine royal tradition forever? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another deep dive into the most captivating stories behind the palace walls.